Hi everybody, it's Brooke. I, of course, am a little late to the party with my Christmas journals, but I did have 2 that I finished finally. All the rest of them that I made are snug away in their little shop where they're going to live for the rest of the season. But I had these 2 left, so I thought I would go ahead and do a flip through for you guys in case you were interested. The first one I'm going to show you is this. Both of them I made with the Michaels paper pads. This guy is approximately 8.5 tall and 4.5 wide, and it has this removable elastic closure with this really cute little angel charm. I think you can see that. We got new phones, the nice old man and I. Yeah, I killed my phone, so we had to get new ones, and recording has been exciting, to say the least. So I'll put that up closer in case you couldn't see it. I think it's just the cutest thing. So that is removable entirely. And then on the inside, there's a little pocket here and some tags. This is a digital paper that I made. And this is a pocket made from an activity log that I coffee dyed. Got some stitching on the top and the bottom, some ephemera in the pocket. Then there is coffee stained, coffee dyed deli paper, which I just love that sound. I can't get enough of that. I think I put them in all of my books just so that I can play with it. This was a goodie box that I flattened. I took the ends off and flattened. This is actually an acetate pocket, and I just made an index card tag and stuck it in there. Then there's some coffee dyed paper that I cut with a Martha Stewart punch, and this is a page from a 1953 Better Homes and Gardens, which I think is so cool. And this was different ways to wrap your packages. An article that I thought was interesting. And then these really creepy new educational toys, which are terrifying and yet fun. Another coffee dyed paper, some trim on the edge, and there's a bulb pin with a little charm that I made. Backside of that has a little pocket, and I think this is a Project Life card for the holidays. It's silver foiled and really pretty. This is another digital page that I made with a paper tab at the top. A little bit of washi tape. This is one of the Christmas greeting cards, the vintage ones that we found, that I turned into a pocket. So it actually opens up and there's a little piece of ephemera in there. It's a journaling spot that's been coffee dyed as well. And down below, we will link the Etsy listing for these vintage cards. We had an epic fail on pricing them the first time, so we've changed the pricing and what you get. So if you were interested in taking a look, please do. There's the back of the card. Here is a little tag with a decorated paper clip, and this is one side of a Christmas book that was like Coca-Cola Santas or something, and I thought it was really fun. And it's kind of shiny, and it has this beautiful blue in it. And here we have a perpetual calendar that's been coffee dyed, and another piece of the Michaels paper, and pocket on this side with some ephemera, and that was coffee dyed as well. Just sticks right in there. More plain paper for journaling, lots of spots for that, or to put in photos, with some washi tape on the edge. And here is another ribbon tab on the top, and this is ledger paper that opens out, so you've got lots and lots of room here with a little tiny mini envelope in the middle of the signature. And I just threw a little bit of goodie stuff inside. And the washi tape is reinforcing the center of the seam as well. It's the other side of that ledger paper. More blank paper, lots of journaling room in this one. Some beautiful fringe on the edge. Another pocket. Put that tag right in there. And there's the back side of that. The other side of that perpetual calendar, that's just nice lined paper. The other side of the Santa page. I think those reindeers are a hoot and a half. That one just looks like he's laughing hysterically. This is the other side of that greeting card that I also made into a pocket. And this was signed by John and Lydia. I love that they were used. This is the other side of the digital paper that I made. And the back side of that, more blank paper with a little pocket here. and decorative stitching that kind of looks like pine branches, I think. The other piece of the Better Homes and Gardens magazine. I can't imagine anything better for gift giving than fiberglass curtains. I can't imagine what the deal was with that, but kind of cool. And I think this lady is just gorgeous. I just love her. Here's another little pocket tuck spot with some tags inside, and it flips up for journaling. And here's the other side of that goodie box. And again, it's got the cellophane or acetate pocket in it. And I just stuck in a little piece of ephemera. It's been coffee dyed and edged. And the deli paper. Here's another vintage Christmas card that I just tucked in with a decorated clip. And this one, all of the ones that we found, 90% of them had been signed, and I just love that. I think it's so cute. A lot of memories there, I guess, somebody's memories. And the other side of the activity log, that last page of digital paper that I made. And there's Rudolph taken off on his flight for the evening in the back cover. So that is that one. And I know I went kind of quickly, but Christmas is coming. Time's a wasting, so I'm just going to get moving on the other one, which is very similar. This one has the same measurements. It's about 8.5 tall by 4.5 wide. It's got removable side seam binding for the trim, or the closure rather. Some stitching on the front. Makes a pocket on the very front page, and here's some more removable journaling cards. That same digital paper that I made. As I said, this one is very, very similar. Some of the ephemera is different. Oops, and I'm sliding out of frame. Here we go. Another ledger page and a little tiny vintage postcard, which is obviously not vintage, that's a copy. Here's more from that Better Homes and Gardens magazine. And another vintage Christmas card. Goodie bag again, with a short page on the coffee dyed paper. It's the perpetual calendar that I coffee dyed. Decorative paper with a pocket and a journaling card inside. One of those activity logs, and I really like how this one coffee dyed because its spiral binding made a mark after I pulled it out of the book, and I like how that looks. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's there. Another digital page that I made. And here's just a blank page with some little snowflake looking stitching on it. Here's the back side of that with a pocket, index card tag, and a little banner stuck in there. Here's another half page that's the Santa book with a nice winter scene on that side. And more coffee dyed deli paper. Here's a page out of a vintage cross-stitch book that's all Christmas patterns. I'm not sure what this cone is supposed to be. Some decoration or weird party hat. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera. It's funny though. And it's Santa patting his reindeer, which is adorable. And here are the patterns on the inside. Somebody actually was marking to get the center, I think, when they did it. But I love how that looks. And I'm creeping again. We'll close that up. There's the other side of that. See, it's another cone. I don't know what those were supposed to be. Has a picture of a stocking, but they're not stocking shaped. Interesting. And just more blank paper, plenty of room for journaling again. A little mini envelope that has some goodies in it. And here's the other side of the cone pattern. It's a cone. It's a decorative cone. Go figure. And there's a pocket here to tuck things in. There's that deli paper that has the cool pattern from the baker's rack. And this is another edge trim or edge punch rather, from Martha Stewart. There's Frosty. And another pocket that's sewn in, and a little vintage card. This is another half of the digital paper that I made. And the back side of that, which is the same as the other book. There's a little tag. Put it over there. The paper clip that's holding the whole flap closed, so you have lots of lined area to write in here. And it's that nice crunchy coffee dyed paper, which we all love. And Here's a pocket with another little piece of ephemera that's been coffee dyed on the back. And on these, I just kind of brushed the coffee on rather than submerging the whole piece of paper because I wasn't sure how the ink would hold up. So I edged the edges of the front with ink and then painted coffee on the back just with a sponge brush. And that really worked well to get some color on those backs. Here's the other side of that perpetual calendar. Another little half sheet. I really like having the various widths of pages. I just think it makes it more interesting. And the other side of the little treat box, a Christmas card, back side of that Better Homes and Gardens with a tuck spot and a little card in there and a journaling spot. And there's the back of that Better Homes and Gardens. This was actually an ad for Christmas gifts you can give that were made out of steel. Steel is first to make things last. And some of the gift ideas were hysterical. There was a big Christmas tree and a canoe and all these funny things. And they all were wrapped up in Christmas paper. Here's the other side of that ledger paper. Pretty cotton trim along the edge. And that's another bulb pin with a little dangle that I made. Other side of the digital paper that I made. And there's Rudolph again. I just love that. That's an old image that I got from Pinterest, I think. And I just think he's so cute looking. Getting ready to take off. And there's a back pocket for goodies. And there's the back cover. So that's the whole thing. Those are the two that I made. And I had a great time making them. And just in case you haven't gotten your Christmas journal going yet, hopefully you got some ideas from these. Thanks so much for watching. And probably for the last time this year, happy holidays. Bye.